Yo, check me out, I'm elderb. Day 2 of the DayZ Deer Isle adventure continues. Yesterday we stopped off at the airfield, picked up an M4 out of one of the heli crashes. A little quieter tonight than it was last night, but that's okay. That's not the point. Got about 21 people in the server right now. I said that yesterday when we had 25 people, and then within the first like 2 minutes we ran into somebody and got a kill. So again, that's not the intent, but that's what we're doing. So from the airfield, I've got to pull open the map and take a look at it, but I believe we might just head north. We're in now. Tea of the evening is Fireside Vanilla Spice, I think. Spice Vanilla? Spice Vanilla sounds more accurate, but I think it's Fireside Vanilla Spice. Time for some Deer Isle. Alright, let's see. I don't think... That's right, I have the bottle, but no water for it. We're good on food. 38939, 45, 739. Ammo in every single thing. Oh, it was in the barracks. That's right, the stag. When we ran into the stag and he ran into the barracks, there was the AK in there. So that's kind of necessary to get ammo for that. Let's see, the airfield. Yeah, there it is, the 2 stars. I can't really like get a good look at it. Move forward. This tree is messing us up. There's a hunting symbol too, isn't there? Get the branches out. Am I like up against the tree? Why are you not happy with that? Like wedged in between the two. That'd be the best way to go. Just trying to move around for your tree. Okay, so red triangles are heli crashes. Train wreck, supply, hunting camp. Green squares. Really nowhere here. What's a green circle? Oh, it is a circle. I'm like, there's no squares, but there's circles all over the place. So directly north, there's a camp. I think we're out the west side of the airfield. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, this garbage compass. So regardless of where we exited, there is... Okay. Yeah, that's gotta be the camp up that way. What else do we have, gun-wise? Shoddy, and then just the AK, right? And then the M4, which obviously doesn't do us any good at the moment. That large lag spike, I was very convinced that that was going to be us done. This is not exactly a quiet area. Am I out? Oh, I am out of bandages too. Yeah, we had to use the badly damaged rag. That's why our health is chunked. It seems a little stormy out as well. I'm good on food. I don't really need to make that kind of noise. Okay, so sun is setting. Slightly to the south, so we'll keep that a little further over our shoulder. I didn't mess with the settings on the gamma increase for you guys that's visible on the stream, so unfortunately it's still going to be a little bit of a washout tonight. Just as bad as it was yesterday, essentially. But hopefully it won't be too detracting from the stream overall. Is that airfield stuff? I think maybe? I don't know. Keep going, keep going. We have other things at hand. Okay, we'll get into the hunting camp. I'd love to get rid of the shotgun and get like a tundra. Did we have a scope? No. Okay. Too many lives blending together. Eventually we'll sort that inventory out too, so it's not such a disaster. Picnic table over here, we'll check that out. The stamina is a little bit of a bummer too already. I mean, we don't even have really a big bag or anything in it. It's the M4 that's weighing us down. I don't think I could bring myself to ditching it, so sooner than later we'd have to locate a magazine for it. Crossbow. I think best bet for a mag is to go west out to the military island there. Obviously super risky, but that's probably what it's going to come to. I kind of have like several priorities right now that are unfortunately probably going to sway us off the path of the quests for a little bit. Like yelling over the rustling in the trees here. This is like cranked up the vegetation noise. Because we need bandages, I need water. There is the hunting camp here. Colt with the mag, bad shape though. Performance seemed to be doing okay until I walked into this little area here. I think maybe the storm is kind of taxing the compy a little bit more than usual. I love how I switched to shotgun for my quote range weapon for like the 3 seconds that it took to step into the next building, when that would likely get me killed more than, you know, somebody being slightly longer range. Okay, I know exactly where this camping ground is, so I'm surprised I wasn't sure which one it was referring to on the map. It's that way. And after, as I say that, I'm second guessing myself. Okay, we got a gun on the table there. What bag do we have on right now? Oh, the big one is just red, which sucks. A Glock? Yeah, Glock no mag. I don't have a handgun, but with the AK I'm not really worried about it for the time being anyway. Eventually we'll want a Mark II for zombie schmacking. Is it this way? Man, now I'm second guessing that. Okay, let's get a little hidey spot here with the red bag. From the airfield north, we went across a river. I think we're okay. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just keep heading up the road here. I'm half tempted to just kind of use the roads to inspire some conflict, but I think that's going to inspire conflict to the point of our demise, so maybe we'll take it a little easier than that. Yeah, I can picture the hunting camp that I think I'm going to, but I don't feel like you go uphill to it. That's okay. We need to get more inland anyway, so we'll just head north. The potential for another heli crash in this area is pretty high as well. Up the hill, and I think that hill actually there, I think that's the survivor campsite, I guess, where it sounds like a heli crash. Oh yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right path. Just need to go around, and then to the right there's another bridge, I believe. We'll find out here shortly. I had a thought that if we die on our Deer Isle adventure, we'll swap and do Deadfall, but I don't know if I'm committed to that. I think I'll just kind of, like, first I'll stutter over my words, but I think I'll just try and play it out, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is vaguely familiar. I'm not 100% if I'm going the right way for the camp that I'm trying to get to. If not, it doesn't matter. We'll just kind of play this out, see where we end up. But okay, don't eat the whole thing like we did yesterday with the cat food. Trying to raise hydration and end up just expelling all of it from our insides. Come here, shirtless. It's just a little chunky connection-wise tonight. And like I said, I think it's from the impending storm. Yeah, I'll take it. Throw it right in the boots. Because I think one of these signs says like hunting area or something like that, and then you can proceed. Or camping. Camping, there it is. Okay. Warren Cove, that's right. Alright, so we were kind of where I thought I was. I just didn't remember the paths to get there. I'm not super thrilled about just having the single break shotgun for distance. But the to-do list, or the to-acquire list, is a lot longer than just the shotgun, or the ranged weapon, rather. More than once I've come in this camp, and there's been somebody cooking in the pub, and I didn't even realize it. And then you take so long, like... Yeah, we'd be able to see the smoke. You take so long trying to, like, maneuver around on them that they just walk out the front door. One guy, I did get a good position, but I had moved around, so pretty much the way I'm going now. He just walked out the door, and then I had to shot him, but he was already, like, you know, way too far gone. At least for me, anyway. Alright. Fingers crossed for some 308 rifles. And no more lag spikes like that. That one's really bad. What kind of pants we got? That's fine, we'll keep the cargo. Glasses. Not very promising so far. Slightly concerning. I think there's water in front of the pub too, at least. So that'll solve one of our necessary to acquire list items. Got some chippies, crackers. Is there 2 or 3 more hunting shacks? Yeah, there's water there. I probably should always wheel around to that first. That might be a bigger draw sometimes. Ooh, that's big. I don't know if I even have one. What do we got? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Let's get in the pub. No scope as of right now, but I mean, it's not like the single shot shotgun had one, so let's go all the way around to get in here. That'll work. Okay. Let's get inside. Yeah, that works out quite well. All of the potato, all of the other stuff was gone, and then you get to the picnic table, and there's a blaze sitting there. I also forgot about the death of the party pack, so that's got to be a thing eventually. We'll go. I thought I heard somebody there. I think it was nothing. We'll go ski goggles for now. I think that's going to darken things up quite a bit too, especially when it gets actually dark. Okay. I don't want to put our dirty rags here. I love the potato on the on the plate carrier. I don't really have a choice though. I'm gonna throw the water bottle down here. Let's ditch the shotgun. I wouldn't mind eventually acquiring a double barrel and sawing it off. Didn't separate that, did it? I don't think so. I think the green shell was it there. But for the time being, yeah, that'll work just fine. So blaze primary, AK for close range, And I think, what did we have? That's 939. Okay, we got 6 rounds. We can start organizing instead of just letting this be absolute chaos. Now's not the time, though. Let's at least go upstairs. Realistically, we can do a little better job than just wherever. In use, backup. Do food. I don't know why I'm like specifying an area for crackers for the 2 seconds that they'll be around. I get it, you're sweaty, I'm sorry. Calm down. Cops isn't on until 4. Alright, slightly obnoxious, but that'll do for now anyway. Texture fooling again. The water's not in a awful spot. It could be better. Yeah, okay, it's pretty awful. I do like that you can just mouse look while you're filling. You don't have to alt look. Paranoia at the drinking fountain. We're definitely going to fill and refill until we get full icon though. Because I think we've been yellow water for a little bit, so it'll probably be a little bit before we can actually get out of the water woods. Temperature I'm not worried about too with the rain because we have been overheating pretty regularly, as you do on like near the coast. Okay, there's my stomach. I'm not sure, it sounded like I heard somebody, but as discussed, you're going to be pretty paranoid at the well here. Okay. Let's get just a little further off the path. I'm not ditching it because I can't bring myself to, but what kind of stamina difference does... Really not that much. What is it that's weighing so much then? I mean, obviously the plate itself, but... I mean, I'm holding 3 kilo gun, 3... I just feel like we've got like way more weighing us down than you would think. Anyway, whatever. Look at the map. Okay. So we're at that. Blue arrows. Water source. Interesting. I didn't know that was on there. And then that's heli crash with hunting. Looks like on the top of the hill there. We've passed Paris Island. I've never been up to the swamp there where the altar is. That might be where we go for ammo. Also, we could go... That's what we'll do. We'll go north to the top of this mountain. Put a red circle around it. What does that mean? Is that marked? No? Yeah, that heli crash hunting spot there, which I think that's the hunting camp. Got a faint red circle drawn around it. Is there any more of those? There is. Heli crash. Okay, all the heli crashes just have the red circle. Yeah, we'll go up there, northeast to that, and then we'll go east to Warren Cove, and then we'll cross over to that military island. I think that's the move. But keep the hunting bit going. Does that make sense for that? It's like northwest, though. Okay. Maybe it's that peak there. It's one of these. Would make more sense. Probably that one. I think we'll go to that one. It's gonna head us the right direction for Warren Cove regardless, and then we can make the swim across and hopefully start picking up some ammers. totally expose ourselves to anybody that's in there. Keep our eye out for any hunting and feed stands on the way too. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because the camp one is a very tall mountain like that one. Almost looks like there's even a stand up there, but that's alright. We'll just kind of go off this way for now. Having the blaze is really big. The AK is good with 9 rounds in it. That's not like, it's not earth-shattering yet, anyway. Just feels very much like it'll have a feed and or a hunting stand on it. Yeah, so let's go up here. This should be basically directly east. More or less. And then we'll shift north, I think. Yeah, and then Warren Cove will be kind of on the other side here. Oh. Hello. I hate when it doesn't stagger them. Especially since I have even less stamina than before at this point. The old Gramps up there. Let's take a peek over the top. This should be more or less north, heading up the hill anyway. Go in for the kill. I never know what the appropriate way... Okay. I was gonna say, to get them is... He's gone. Swing again. When they're moving really slow. I think you can still do it if you're close enough, but and I know it's not just like super tuned in on when it does and doesn't work, but I'm definitely not that great at figuring out when to do it. Yeah, I think this is the hill for the camp. Alright, what do we got down there? I think that's where the river just is. So I'm thinking Warren Cove is off that way. Yeah, we'll never mind the other hill. It's just too far of a trek for us. Don't think we'll make progress on the quest today. Got about the same time frame as last night, about an hour, a little over an hour, and we'll kick out just as the server goes to restart. So in just about an hour, I don't even know if we'll make it the swim to that military island. Okay, I think this is Warren Cove. There's a Livy Tower at the entrance, so I imagine there's going to be like a military checkpoint style. We'll go take a peek over there. Okay, we are getting a little cold. That's unfortunate. I'm going to ditch the ski goggles just for your guys' sake, because it's even darker on what you're looking at than what I'm looking at. And then when it gets nighttime here, I'll kick on the gamma for you guys, so it's not terrible to look at. I'm pretty sure this town has a PD. Not that we're hurting for police stuff. And I really don't want any more weight. It's kind of driving me crazy how heavy we are. It's a stupid plate carrier. It's the only thing that makes sense, but I'm really not going to ditch that. I just need to be a little better about breaking my sprints up. Okay, we got something over here too. I didn't remember if there's a town there. It's not the same town then. Yeah, I don't know which one we're looking at. I'm gonna go to the right, just because the Livy Tower is over there. Yeah, if we're looking for mill stuff, anytime we get even the littlest bit of it like that, we'll take advantage of that. I suppose it could be like kind of the same town, it's just split into 2 bits. And getting cold is really chewing through the food right now too. Good old soggy Deer Isle. The problem is when I've got like a bunch of stuff that I legitimately need to get done, you know, in this playthrough, kind of like as my next priority items, I see a house that I don't need house stuff, and I'm like, ooh, there's a house though. That could have cool stuff. Stop it. Get some self-control. I don't imagine anybody that plays this game is anywhere near the level of control that would be necessary to be like an actually good player, I guess. You know, obviously there's good players, but like only pick up exactly what you need. Don't hoard. Don't collect ammo. I don't think anybody can do it. Half the fun is seeing what's in the backseat of this car that's glitched in, and you have to lay down and see if you can get out. Let's check the car before we clear the military. That seems like a good idea, right? Die for a flat cap. Well, I tried to close it. It didn't take. I keep calling this an AK, and then I realize it's a baby AK. I mean, it's still in the family. It's just not Papa. I almost walked right away from that. That's okay. Just a shotgun. The thing I forget very often in Deer Isle is that running could be a really big issue if there's a stag around. I think I already have a box of that, but like I was just talking about, if you didn't collect every single type of ammo you see all the time. Okay. Got a potential for NBC stuff. That's this, isn't it? It is. Let's stand in the parking lot to check. Yeah, it's definitely a lot laggier than I would care for. Okay, there we go. That's one of the things that was on the list. So that's pretty big to have. Let's get that sorted right away. Yeah, I think if I were to get into a fight with current connection, it would be even more one-sided than normal. The rocks, the little stones, every single time I walk in and see those, I'm like, oh, what's that little bits there? It's a rock. It's a rock that you can't interact with. Keep walking. See, like that, that little gauge on the right side there, same thing. I always want to stand there and look at that map, but obviously that's like a very, very bad idea. Nada. Okay. I feel like you either find like really good stuff or nothing at all, and there's no in between. Almost regardless of server too. That sound creeped me out. I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. Yeah, there's just... Oh, okay. Well, we gotta go for that. Yeah, of course you're there. Let's get a direction. Directly north. Don't really have anything good to keep us pointed that way. That might be... No? Okay. It's not the camp. It's quite close, though. One of the military backpacks. Ammo. and an M4 magazine. It's kind of the big things we're crossing the fingers for. Gotta check the boats. Okay, that's enough boat checking. If it's not at the top of this hill, where it certainly doesn't seem to be, it's got to be past it then. Yeah. Oh, just off to our left. I'm going to use the height of the hill, though, so we can see what's what. Kind of keep away from the town side, just in case somebody's scrounging around. This dude really frightened me just then. I was like, what? What's going on here? Player in a white hunting jacket. Okay, we know he's got chest holster. That's it. If I were smart, I would use the tourist map a lot better for, like, okay, there's a heli crash that looks to be this far away. I don't think the tourist map has grid marked out on it for distance. I might be mistaken. To take a look at it when we're less pressed for time to get to this heli crash, which has also steered us away from where we're... That's why I'm no good at this game. Everything is a distraction. I could be like starving to death, and then a heli crashes, and it's like, oh, never mind the food. Off to the heli crash, and then you get murdered. Okay, I have been weaving a little bit, but the general direction is still correct here. Again, we'll use the the massive lag spike to soil ourselves, thinking we're dead. We'll use the hill height here to peek over. But my average direction has been north, so I'll be very surprised if it's not in this field here. This hill is not as tall as I thought it was going to be. There it is. Okay. I was about to say, that looks like a military zombie right there. Let's totally put our guard down, put our weapon away, and have some dog food. Yeah, okay, at least our clothing is relatively good. We've not dried out at all, but our temperature is still okay. I don't know what it was. Maybe like where the hat is clipping, his head is clipping. It looked like, you know, he was like blindfolded all creepily. I'm awfully concerned about this too, because I don't really have a way to dispatch the zombies other than the machete, and I don't care to do that. This is so dumb, but I'm gonna check this hunting stand. Hunting scope would be awesome. Or pants. Oh, okay. Oh, I hate losing him in the tree, because then you start backing up out of your cover. Ooh. I took a chance. Come on, man. Don't be a stag. Don't be a stag. Alright, good. When it doesn't, when you put your machete away and it takes the blaze out, or what, you know, any gun off your back. That runner's run around to my left here. It always gives me pause, like, did I actually take my gun out? I'm gonna have to take care of this guy. Where'd he go? And the mill one as well. Don't run away. Don't run away. Really? Well, if somebody's around, they're gonna know. I'm not exactly hiding my presence. Okay, so you'd have to basically, well, you can you can come from that way, especially with my red backpack. I think it's just these two dudes, and there's no some on the other side, but I don't see any stags either. Let's see if we can. There we go. Come on. Just the one. Oh man. And I don't know where he is. Okay. Just go for broke. This is not what I recommend doing if there's any more than 20 some odd people on. Okay, we're going for it. I don't even know if we're clear zombie wise. I think they're all on the other side. Ammo, big backpack. Sure. Mag for the M4. Yeah, take a long time to look at it. A field jacket, that's what I would do. Sure, it looks cool. Keep that for later. I didn't even see what it was. I think that'll work. What do we got over here? There's a... Is that a stag? No, it's just a regular beret zombie. Let's see if we can wheel around the other side. I know you're gonna see me. Field vest, NBC, that's the big one. AR-15 suppressor. I'll take the ACOG. We are not prepared for this whatsoever. 3 spaces, 3 spaces. There we go. I can't believe this dude hasn't started yelling at me yet. There's definitely nobody around right now. I would have died about 4 times. Okay. Back to it, back to it. I hear somebody else. Zombie else. Man, I don't really like leaving that, but I don't even know where you get that gun. Oh, okay. It's time to go. There's our stag friend. Please don't. Please don't. We did not get our wish list, but as long as I can get away, we didn't get zombie swarmed either. Ooh. Okay, as long as you're just farm folk zombies. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I ever knew that the heli crash smoke went with the wind like that. Who's that? Please don't be a... No way, dude. I want his backpack, though. Is it actually a stag, or is he just wearing a stag beret? I think he's just wearing a stag beret. Oh, fantastic. Mr. Blindfold's here. Stack 'em up, boys. Stack 'em up. Okay. I need to let, like... No, 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 no. Backpack's gotta come with me, though. That's the thing. Ooh, I don't want to mess him up. Click, 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 click. I really thought that was going to go a lot faster than it did. Oh, I thought he was done when he was running at me. I thought he was falling at me. Oh, because it is a stag. Yeah. He's just not wearing his usual baseball cap. I think I'm gonna have to shoot him. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, if the heli crash brought anybody, watch it not. Oh, an 80. Okay, this is potentially suicide, but this bag is going on right now. Well, that worked out anyway, because this bag's ruined anyway. Why aren't you wearing my bag? It's because I can't pick it. You should still be able to pick it out. What's happening? Stag Army backpack. I can't not have this. Oh, okay, thank goodness. I was like, that is going to be mine. Okay, first off, I don't think we can ATOG. No, can we ATOG that? No. Alright, put that away. Stop messing around. This doesn't have a gear slot, but that's okay. $80 slots. That's nuts. I don't even think I realized 55645. Is that what M4 is? It is, okay. I don't think I have any rounds for it, but we're getting closer to be able to use it at least. That's AK rounds, so we'll get that in there. Where did that just attach to? Oh, it did have the equipment slots, just not the tool slot. Take those off for now. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Put that back. Let's be obnoxious and load this real quick. Alright. Big mistakey with attracting the stag, but the bag is worth it. Need more room for my wares. Alright, fantastic. We're hanging for a minute. Do we have... I'm actually going to blast through this food pretty quick. I'm kind of surprised. I thought I was a lot better off than I am, but we will be okay. Now the question is, can I get out of here, 1, without getting shot from across the street, 2, without all our zombie friends reacquiring us. I don't even know how many from around town got the invite. I can't resist. I got to look. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so we're essentially on the western side of town, of the town we were trying to get to. That is very much a dropped machete. I don't recognize that zombie model. It's different. Like a prep school. I'm starting to get the hackles raising on the back of my neck that somebody is around. You know, it is heli crash territory, so it's not like overly surprising if that's the case. However, connection tonight would not bode well for us. Well, would bode even worse than usual for us, I should say. Should a fight ensue. Okay, shots. I was gonna say, I swear to my right I heard steps. But it was somebody a-shootin'. Are you gonna come up here? Or are you just gonna make a lot of noise? Okay, I was like, I don't know where she's gonna even get up here. Tink. I would run towards shots if they were closer, but I don't have a scope yet either. It's not the best case scenario. It's a weird spot for that soda too. I can't imagine people would, why would you drop a soda, but just kind of in the middle of the floor like that, I don't think that's a spot. Okay. That's pretty big. Why did that not? Let's just ditch that. Oh, you can't wear it with these, this helmet. That's right. Ooh, no thank you. Tempting. But not after all the nonsense we just had take place there. Come here, my pretty. Stop at the stairs. Okay. We'll just fight out in the open here. I'm all worried about people being around, but let's do this in the parking lot. Okay, there's a clinic. We had talked about plussing up bandages. That NBC shack pitchfork did allow us to get the one at least. Obviously, I would like several if possible. I can't help it with cars. I have to check a car. I don't like that door closed. Oh, the paranoia's here. The paranoia has set in. Okay, we got the face covering, so we don't need that. I probably should start collecting rags, but every time I say I probably should start doing that, that immediately wipes out of my mind and I don't bother. It's 3:57. It's fine that you accidentally closed the door. You don't need 3:57. I feel like I heard feet shifting just then. Okay. I just need like a dead zombie. something needs to confirm the suspicions that I'm going to feel anyway. Alright, you come in the clinic. Let's take a little walk. Because if this is cleaned out, I'm going to be suspicious once again. It's so jittery. I think it's also a product of it being later in the day and folks are using the internets. Yeah, I don't think I'm far off from another human. Yeah, they've topped off their bandage. We'll definitely take that. I really wish we had the Ivy start with it, but that'll do. We're not doing too bad for Seaburn, realistically. Like, the 80 slot bag is going to come in even more handy. Alright, let's get out of here. It's giving me the heebies. Is that ammo? A peeled potato. It is on the shelf though, so that's a little better. Party pack! You've come back to us. Yes. Yes. Whose tourist map is better? Well, they're both garbage. Goodbye, party pack. You've not been replaced. Just reassigned? I don't have anything to make party pack feel better. I don't know why I'm looking at like tiny caliber bullets. I know I don't need those. farming hoe. That is not a spawn for that. I don't think anyway. Alright, time to head towards the town we initially were going to go to before the heli crash started all this distraction. The bag is, kind of pun intended, the bag is huge. But that's good that we've got at least some good storage. Not having ever gotten very far on the quest line in this, that's kind of always been my thought going into it. If we had the double barrel, we could saw it off and get that sorted. Is just the storage necessary for all the stuff for the quest. Warren, okay. I know that the clothes that were at the heli crash, I don't know, but I cannot avoid the feeling that heli crash clothes were substantially better than what we've got. It's too late. It's behind us now. Literally. The placement of zombies in Deer Isle is just like so much more spot on than the other maps. How you're just like running through the forest and all of a sudden they're in the trees, or like this guy, you know, Grandpa liked to go down and fish at the lake and take his shirt off, I guess. But just that real subtle change on zombie spawn locations. Is this a deagle? Rack mag? We still have a rack mag. Yeah, I think that just like that real subtle thing, and I don't even know if, you know, that's the intent. Lab instead of fight, good idea. Or if it was just kind of like, hey, I think it would be cool if there were more zombies in random places. But it really, like, it brings the map more to life. I think it was it Always Streams? Psh, you're not even a real party pack. You are a better compass, though, so thank you, Hit Pack. And you have a better map. I'll apologize. You've done good. Yeah, I think it was Always Streams who had talked about how Cherno is lacking in the fact that the map doesn't feel lived in. Now, he went exaggerated a little bit more than I would if I were to bring up the same point. But when he's talking about, you know, you can get a sense for like by the fishing area is like, hello, is a fishing town, and like, you know, there's fisherman type stuff, and their car is in the driveway, and like Cherno just kind of feels like, you know, a video game map, which rightfully so, right? Like, stone knife. What is it now? 11 years old? I think maybe even more than that, and was a mod. I think the mod is even older than that. From 6 miles away. But, you know, like, that's to be expected that Cherno doesn't have the polish that, like, I think he compares it to Sakal specifically. I feel like Sakal doesn't get much love, though, either. Do you know, you know where you are? I think I need to be slightly more cautious with, my zombie fights. I've already been in this house. Fantastic memory. Okay, so we need to go this way, essentially. I think we were at the mill area when the heli crash took place, so that makes sense. So we'll go down the town, which essentially south down the town. I think there's a stupid PD, which I'm not going to be able to tell myself we're not going to, because we're going to it. I don't really know what else I'm looking to acquire here. Connection's looking a little more stable too, so I wouldn't mind a little fisticuffs if someone were to make their presence known. That was a very far heli crash. We will not even concern ourselves with it. I was like, or it was lightning. As it's partly cloudy above us. I think what I need to do too, at some point, How much time do we have left? It's not 33 minutes to restart, is it? That seems too soon. We'll see. I didn't pay attention when the message would have popped up for 1 hour, so we'll see what happens. But I also need to take a pause and do some clothing repair. Because I don't think we're in a bad way, but I do think we've kind of let some stuff get a little damaged. Knife collecting is also something I'm absolutely terrible at not doing. Might as well do another medical, see if we can grab another bandage. I'd like to have some Tetra, just in case we do get sick. Let's go around the back and leave our bodyguard out front. Bodyguard. I do keep peeping on. There we go. I don't think this has been done then. Who leaves a good multivitamin? Or even a bad multivitamin. We're creeping on the point, though. I'm peeking over stream. For some reason in the building it's not bad at all. But outside it was pretty multivitamin city. Open a shop. It was pretty bad outside for lighting. So I'll let you know when it's coming, but I'm going to make sure to pop on turn on the light switch for you. My goodness. Running Man's has always got a 50 pill bottle worth, and I'm always like, where's he get all those vitamins? I never see that many vitamins. Close. Going for the Running Man's multivitamin maxed out challenge. How's our hatchet as we spend way too much time? It's also dry. A dry hatchet? Nothing to see here. Next animal that we hear. That's one of the fuzzy me-eaty animals, not vice versa. We need to put some effort into acquiring its innards. Because I was pretty happy yesterday with where we were at food-wise, but today we're just kind of blasting through it. I wonder, I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder if your weight, your stamina bar, has anything to do with calorie consumption as well. I don't think so, but I'm definitely not up on all the analytical type stuff. And before, when I'm saying I'm ready for a fight because the connection's looking good, I think it's okay for you guys, but it is a little jittery for me. As soon as I said it's good to go, let's do this, that's when it starts to get poopy again. This is not the good field to run across. Yeah, it looks like garbage already for you guys. I'm gonna click on the light switch for you. Like I said, it does wash it out a bit, but at least you'll be able to see. I don't know why, like the default setting for your contrast or gamma or something. Did I just come from this house? This house feels very familiar. Is generally lower than the actual gameplay, which is weird. Obviously that's a setting that I can fix. But I put the filter on since discovering that when I'm playing at night, which is hard enough, it was even worse for what you guys were looking at, so hopefully the washout isn't too distracting from all the amazing things and discoveries and treasure hunting that's taking place. Okay. Chances of there being good stuff in the PD. There's cereals here, so that's actually quite promising. And facing the road. Like, even if you don't care to check those, I feel like that would have caught your eye. Got a zombie up front. Door open. There's a ghillie wrap on my gun. I was like, what is that? That's like bouncing over my head all crazy like. Okay, I don't know if that was lag or if she just like gave up mid run there. I think there's ammo of some type or another on the box. Well, I'm gonna take 22. Always gonna take 22. There's something in there. Nothing in the usual gun spot. I do want to be a little cautious. This was kind of would be a really silly place to lose what little bit. Yeah, that's not a spawn spot, so you always wonder, like, if you could after the fact, not wonder, I know you can't unless it's your server or you were to acquire said things. I'm like, I'm going to be a little cautious and then proceed to run through the entire downstairs area. Hunting shot there too. But it makes me wonder how far away, you know, like there's a dude who dropped gloves here and the clinic on the other side of town was clearly cleaned out. Like, how far behind that person am I? You know, did we even cross paths or what's up with that? Yeah, that hesitation around the corner there when it was like lag spiking. The good news is we're gonna do our run around. This is dumb. Oh, that's pretty close. Distraction number 7. Oh my goodness, you can already see it. Alright, let's do our goofy run around. Nothing up here anyway. Northwest. Let's go. I'd like more than a 10-round mag for the M4. This is my favorite part about this game. We'll check in here real quick first. You ask for stuff and just like randomly happen to get it. Like, oh good, that worked out. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then as soon as you get it, you're like, okay, but I'm not happy. More. More. I don't want that. Oh, I've showed self-restraint. Medium. High. Ridiculously showy. And some foods. Please give me the pate. Thank you. What's hiking check? Is that better? High. Cool. Better color too. That's what bothers me so much about when I loot, and I'm just like, just get it. You'll figure it out later. Like, no, that's why your inventory is always such a mess. Ooh, what you got? Yum yums. Alright, let's get over. Of course you're standing here. With your hair all askew. You didn't bother to clean yourself up before you got zombified. See? Distractions. If this were during the day, when the server is full, well, I wouldn't get the cat food though. Distractions, sometimes worth it. If this is during the day, that's absolutely the kind of thing that, like, you would absolutely just get destroyed. Everybody else in the area is going to a heli crash. You spent half a second picking up a shemag. Can we see it first? Let's double check we're going in the correct direction. Yes. I thought so. But it's worth the look. I don't know. Okay, so we're the south end of Warren Cove. I think the PD's like midway down the town, down the stretch. We haven't got a server restart message at all though, had we? I'm going to keep thinking about that, because if I don't, I'm going to forget about it. Now we're heading northwest, so we're veering a little bit away from the military area. Now you're being ridiculous. Just go to the heli crash. But that's an easy enough fix. So kind of after we do heli crash here, we'll head pretty much back the way we came, or even further south, and then go southeast. Get us back to the coast. It's fine that it's raining, because we're actually going to swim across that little gap to the military bit and proceed to treadmill into a tree. don't know. It's there. What area this is, though? Maybe we'll come back through and check some stuff here. If we can move through the military area... I've got about an hour left of playtime. The rain's good, though. At least it'll camouflage us a little bit better. Get through the military area and get kind of like, you know, the M4 geared up a little better. Mags and ammo wise. Then I think I'll just kind of move right into the quest stuff. Okay, it's time for the old man lean forward in your chair to try and see what's going on in here. Got the one in the right there, pretty much right in front of us. Regular green zombie at the front of the chopper. There's a regular one there. A bunch of civilian zombies around too. At least the one directly in front of us. I think the one off to the left is also. There's a normal zombie. I don't know if a stag spawns at every single one. Zombie down the hill. I'm gonna try and test with this guy to see how much I can get away with in the rain here. Got one that way. I'm way out in the open too, that's the other bad thing. Oh. No, please die. Okay. I hope that's that girl. Okay, good. I was about to say, I hope that's the woman, not a captain or something. I don't know if captains even spawn in this, since stags are a thing. I think they do. Maybe not at heli crashes, though. Okay. Got that guy over there. I think we're okay. He's just a civilian zombie. Golden Eagle. NBC gloves. Awesome. I can hear zombies all around me so quietly. We do need to switch these. Oh, it's got... That's amazing. It's got a holster and pouches on it. Take some lore. We'll ditch it shortly after, but I've not actually ever acquired one of those. Maybe once or twice. Oh, don't pick up on me right here. Oh, well, it makes sense that you did. I literally hung out inside of your face. Okay, canned tuna. You guys can read. I don't need to do that. I don't have a rangefinder, so that's big. Not the spot that I prefer to waste getting stuff for that. And a mouse. Does that say the mouse? It's kind of cool. I'll ditch that stuff, obviously. It's going to be way too heavy, but... Okay, I think I've got it. The plate carrier's nice. The pouches are big. Let's just kind of wheel out the same way, and then we'll take a right and get out of here. Red food also. Okay. Decent amount of tree cover, which I kind of lose and then regain. But I gotta get here, otherwise I'm gonna be making noise. Okay, for now, go away. Perfect. Honestly, it'd be a bummer, but it'd be super funny. Somebody coming for the heli crash just like came out of the trees there and heard somebody munching cereals. Like, oh good. Free kill. Get some Noda. Okay. We've outstayed our welcome. Let's get on getting on. Okay, so the wish list was not fulfilled. I think it knows how greedy we're being, though. It knows we're going to ask for more things. It's like, be thankful for your plate. This is exactly the direction I wanted to head back to, so this works out. Yes, cross the street casually and slowly, without a care in the world. You're not going to open anything? You're just going to purposely not do what I say? Sickle. What do we got there? BK. I do need to check. It's one shot, if any, but... yeah, I would say it there, right? Yeah. The server jumped too much. Then it's like the ones that have the plus versus the ones that, you know, do what you should do with the normal. Although I get it, it makes sense. You shouldn't be able to pick up a gun and it's like 13. Like, how would you have any idea? So the plus mod, I don't know what mod that is, but I kind of like that. Obviously it's a video game and you could say, well, your dude knows what a 13 round magazine feels like after surviving for how long? Yeah, I need to, I talked about this yesterday and I definitely need to make good on this discussion. I think tomorrow what I'll do off stream is just jump into a server that's nighttime and then pop this gamma filter on and then tweak it so it doesn't look quite so garbage. Because when I peek over to you guys, you know, going through the trees looks absolutely awful. But once again, just for sake of transparency, you know, there's what I'm looking at. So that's not true. That's slightly darker than what I'm looking at, but not by much. So what I'm saying is be thankful. Just kidding. Okay, there's our PD. You know what? Ah, the trees are too thin. I was gonna say, let's jump in to a tree that, you know, provides at least some cover. Need to take a peek at the map. It should be pretty obvious where we're at. I know this is Warren Cove, or at least I'm making a heavy assumption. And then there's a pretty significant, for looking on the map, crossing across the water there. Because I think I actually need to go north a touch to do our swim that we're going to do. Oh, I'm running around with the AK. Okay, let's take a look at this. I hope this lights this up a little. I think it does. Yeah, it doesn't do the nighttime nonsense. Are we not where I think we are? We're not that far north. There's like a river. I think we are. Because if we got over that way, that's going to be like almost directly northeast, right? No, southeast? See, I wish landmarks like that were on the map. That would be very easy to spot. I feel like I need to coast run a little bit. Let's go down to the town here and just get confirmation on a street sign. We might be, what was that, Sandy Cove? Maybe I was just mixing up Warren Cove and Sandy Cove. That's potentially the issue. Well, we'll head over here and take a peek. If we can get a street sign, that'll confirm it even better. But if not, we'll just kind of terrain associate with the water. Stupid scarecrows. My favorite is the servers that have those. It's not a scarecrow, but like you can see, or they've dressed it up rather, like a player. What was I trying to do? On a flight to Namalsk. Is Namalsk John McClane's? I know Altaria is. He's a madman. I'd like to pop into the tools for map making just to kind of see, you know, what the tools look like, and I don't think I have the patience to sit there and create like even just one town You'd be like, house, PD. Okay, that's enough. Let's go play DayZ. Alright. Let's just peek on these real quick. I think they're super long. It's one page. It's not that bad. Okay, I think this gives you just kind of indication of like, hey, yeah, it's really cold. Bear suit. Stag Industries. Yeah, okay, so that just tells you like how to acquire the bear suit so you can get the bear ghillie suit so you don't freeze on the island. A briefing for the upcoming flight. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize they were connected in any way. I mean, you know, this book might be the only thing, but immediate engagement upon touchdown. Okay. I was like, why am I so heavy? And then I remembered that I'm carrying a bunch of garbage like this. How many times have I passed 380 and been like, you don't need 380? Proceeds to unload 380. And keeps it. Okay. What else can we ditch here? We can take some blood. I don't need this, but I'm gonna hang on to it. Where's my rangefinder? I know it's kind of crap, but it's my crap. DayZ eating is always a good reminder. Get your drinks. Oops. I'm sitting here. Oh no, party pack. First priority, save the party pack. I think more than the quest at this point, my goal is to just make it through an entire playthrough, regardless of what the goal is, with the party pack intact. Oh, pants gotta get repaired. I'm gonna blast through this sewing kit. No time. Spend half of it on the party pack. Yeah, that's gonna be it, huh? Okay, a little bit more. Pristine. I probably should have kept it for, you know, repairing actual things like the backpack and stuff like that. There's restart. It is 10 minutes. Crap. Okay, we've achieved far less than I thought. But that's okay. The plan still holds. We'll just see. Going into that house was a little bit of a mistake. Was this east? Yeah. Yeah, I need to get on a main road and then ditch off into the trees. Man, it's been a pretty good run. 2 heli crashes. Haven't interacted with, haven't heard, you know, we had like really distant shots. Really, intersection. So, you know, not any, even close to any type of direct interaction. And I'd like to get into a fight or two earlier than later, because it'd be a bummer to have like the key card and the smoke bomb and stuff like that and then die to somebody. But, you know, it could happen. There's got to be a sign down here. So Cushville's this way, which is south. Leaving. This is Warren Cove. Okay. We're gonna pop behind the. I've actually gotten into a fight right here before. I don't know why, like, my brain couldn't register, even though it was like cold 1911. I'm like, ooh, what's this on the table here? Yeah, that water's not gonna happen. Even with restart. Let's go splooshing a little bit. Okay. I said Warren Cove, right? Is that where I said? I think so. We'll go with that assumption. Whatever is north of Cushville. Just pop into the trees a little bit. We got 8 minutes to restart, so I would like to kind of get eyes a little bit better on the direction we're headed. Oh, it is a little hard to read. Okay, so yeah, we're good. We're gonna go north and then hug that peninsula, and then probably, yeah, tomorrow we'll do same time, same amount of time, and we'll swim across the military and hopefully not get murdered. You can stand up. Need to get the, actually we've got 100,000 multivitamins. Let's not take chances here. Cold and wet, we'll sort that out tomorrow as well. I say that, but if we're going military, we're not gonna worry about stopping a ring closeout. You start eating some of the larger cans too, get rid of the weight. I'm okay to stay kind of like on the decrease for food until we hit yellow food for sure. Yeah, I'm very confused on the server restart time. I feel like I started the exact same time yesterday, but we ended up playing for a lot longer. I don't know what I'm hung up on here. I'm looking over at looking over at my second screen. I got more folks over on YouTube tonight. Oh, there we go. Never mind. So all the folks are on YouTube. It'd be cool if YouTube had the equivalent of a Twitch raid. So it'll just drop you off into oblivion and say goodnight, leaving you hanging. We're gonna run. I might even let the server kick me out. I'm not a huge fan of that. Give me them crackers. Give me them 3 nibbles. Ooh, okay. We only have the 1 bottle, so... Oh, and it's glass. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh man, I have a hard time justifying that. Yeah, we need to get around this little bit. I'm just going to swim it. We're already wet. The glass bottle's heavier, so I'd love to ditch it in favor for the plastic bottle due to the weight. But I don't really want to ditch a plastic bottle when I could use that as a silencer. A suppressor, excuse me. Yeah, we'll just kind of get into the trees, keep running, because we're looking to get as far to the east end of this as we can. And if we're in the trees and it kicks us, who cares? No big deal. I'm thinking about that that bottle suppressor discussion more and more here. Maybe I will ditch the glass tomorrow, drink it out whenever we go yellow water, and then just drop it. Eventually we'll have a canteen too. Party pack takes canteen, right? Yeah, okay. It's when you wish you could give custom names to your items. It hasn't been a hit pack for a long time. I really don't have time for you. Oh, I lost her. Unless you have treasures, and then I have time for you. But you don't. Okay, let's go in here. Literally any minute it's gonna give us the boot. Oh my god. But again, that's what's cool about this map as opposed to others. You know, you could be like stocking up on somebody, and all of a sudden... I do kind of want to get in... Is that a boat? It's a car. I got so excited about this alleged boat. I'm already wet, it doesn't matter. A swim's a swim, but... Now, it would have been so much cooler to just boat over tomorrow. Okay, I said I was going to let us kick it, or let it kick us. But I think this will do. Got a nice hiding spot. We'll know exactly where we need to go when we spawn in tomorrow. Yeah, server restart in 3. But usually that means, you know, you've got like a minute and a half. you know, there's the delay on YouTube, so I'm seeing on my second screen. I had just hit the intro screen. So as I hit it, I look over on the YouTube, and that's when I started to sit down as soon as I hit the button, and I was like, did I just die with 15 seconds to log out? Oh, that'd be funny. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to keep the splash screen there with the date on it open-ended until I'm not committed yet to if we die, we'll switch maps. But realistically, we've got Deadfall, we've got Namalsk, there's the bunker on Valning, which Valning's a pretty cool map, but I don't know if I would commit kind of one of these type series to it. But if I start playing it again, just like any of these, I'll just start streaming it. Just kind of the way that we've gone about this. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, exact same time we started tonight, and for the same duration. If I can, I'll start a little bit earlier, because you know, time of night I think is a little difficult for folks to come on anyway. So before we really gain traction is kind of when I'm starting to wind down, unfortunately. But for Twitch folks, if you stick around, I'll scope out who else is doing some DayZ, and we'll throw a raid their way. YouTube folks, thanks so much for coming by. Thanks for both of you, all of you. Appreciate you. If you're watching this at a later time, I'm Elder B. Take care. All right, to my Twitch friends, let's go see who else is playing some DayZ right now. I'll cut the chirping at you. And then it will take forever. Oh, that's it. By myself. So, YouTube guys, thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.